All right, guys, sorry about that. Student questions, didn't want them on camera, so we had to pause and come back. All right, so we're writing all the given information. And again, I can't really do angle symbols with the way that Smartboard types, so I'm just gonna write out the words. So we said that PQ bisects angle SPT, and my second line should say SP is congruent to PT. All right, so let's go ahead and put our simple stuff, and I'm gonna mark, kind of give it a little color so we can see that we've done it. I like to check it off. So SP is congruent to PT. That can get a tally mark, and that's gonna get a tally mark in purple since we checked it. Cool. All right, I am gonna go and scroll down to part 3 because it says PQ is equal to PQ. Hey, heck yes it is. It gets a tick mark. And I see on step 4, we're maybe gonna do side angle sides. So that angle here might come something to do with what we just did. Now again, we're gonna go through the reasons in a moment. We'll get there. I know it's not necessarily in order, but I'm trying to get all this stuff on the picture so I don't forget. Step 2 says angle SPQ, okay? SPQ is congruent to TPQ. Well, why would that be true? Well, let's go back to number 1. We haven't used this information yet. PQ bisects. What does the word bisect mean again? Right, bisect means to cut in half. So if I'm going to cut that in half, then when it's split, they should be equal. Wouldn't that be that part? So I can go ahead and I'm going to erase my blue. And I'm going to put blue arc marks. And what's our reasoning for why these get to be equal? Well, bisect means to cut in half, or more specifically, it's the definition of bisect. All right, now I can go ahead and check that guy off. So I have my checks, I have my side, my angle, my side. But we didn't explain why PQ gets to be PQ. What was that guy? That's the easiest guy that we like. It's equal to himself, right? That line is the same line. It's still equal to himself. So that means that this is the reflexive property. Where's my V? There it is. Or shortened up as RP. Now I need a congruent statement. And I like doing these in colors so that I can make my answer color. So I need a side to go first. So we could either do the purple side or the red side. It does not matter. Let's just go with purple first. So S to the angle of P to the other side of Q. Oops, I need my triangle spot. We're talking about the triangles, not the sides anymore. S to P to Q is congruent to triangle. Well, I want purple to the blue, so I have to go purple to blue again. So T to P to Q. Or if I had wanted to start red, I could have gone Q to P to S, red side to blue side to purple. Either one of those is sufficient. They mean the same thing. One's just different. One's backwards. That's all it is. That's all it is. Next one. I think this is the last one. Yes, okay. I just wanted to double check myself. Whew. Okay, we got some statements and I see the word given twice, so that means that there must be something in here that I can write on there. Well, only one given is typed out, so I can at least go ahead and start doing that. H is the midpoint of GJ. But it says there's something else that's given. What other piece of information is already given? Huh. If I look, maybe it's technically look. If I look, isn't it already marked up there? It's marked that I have two equal sides, but it's not written in my given, is it? Is it up there in the given? Nope. So sometimes we have to go and we have to look on our paper and we have to highlight or identify, oops, I didn't want to do purple, sorry. We have to highlight or identify anything that's already given to us. So that side is given, so it has to be written. It's told to us in the problem. So GI is congruent to, well, I went bottom to I, so I have to go bottom. So I went bottom to top, so I have to go bottom to top again. Whew, that was difficult. Number 3 says reflexive property. Ooh, look, okay, well, if I go back to my pen and I get my purple, because purple's given, I can go woohoo, because he's the same line. So HI is congruent to HI. Yes. Okay, well, I'm using my deductive skills and I'm seeing over here, it says side, side, side. So it means that we must have something else that's going on. And I see the word midpoint. Hey, look, midpoint. I saw this word earlier, didn't I? Midpoint's here. Okay, so it has to do something with that guy. Well, what on earth could it mean? Well, midpoint, midpoint, midpoint. What does midpoint mean? Midpoint, midpoint. Hey, look, midpoint means the middle of a line. So what does it actually tell me about that midpoint? It says H is the midpoint of GJ. So that means H must sit in the middle, which means that if H must sit in the middle, it cuts it in equal pieces, because to be in the middle means each side of you is equal. So how could I write a congruent statement? Well, I could probably go with GH, oh, I don't want that in red, is congruent to, well, I have to go back to H, so I can't say HJ, can I? Because then that means G would have to be equal to H. Is G equal to H? No, G's not equal to H, but H is equal to H. So as long as I have the H in the second spot in both, we're good to go. And last one, our congruency statement. Triangle, oh, let's start with a yellow side. Let's go J to I to H is congruent to triangle G to I to H. Good luck, guys.